What's up, YouTube? Today the topic is cruisers versus sport bikes and why I got a sport bike. Now the reason I chose this bike was A, there wasn't much selection at the used bike shop that I went to. They had a couple older 1000s, older Yamahas and stuff like that, but it wasn't nothing that was new and something that I wanted. So I ended up getting this thing. I did have an older R1, but I used the title to clear what I owed from them breaking it down. It had a second gear shift fork messed up in it when I got it, so I didn't really get to ride that very much. And I had a 250 before that, but I only read that a handful of times. That one ended up breaking down on me. So actually me and my girlfriend ended up rebuilding it in our living room and then sold it the next day. So this is really my my first actual bike that I've ridden around on. I've had it for about 2 years now, and I can say I kind of appreciate it over a cruiser. I've never owned a cruiser, so I don't really know what it rides like, and there's a big ass bug in my helmet. It's gone now. I haven't really ridden a cruiser, so I can't appreciate it, but I'm just going off by what I see and what I feel like it would be. So it might be the total opposite, I don't know. But what I do know is they're bulky. They're not as aerodynamic, and they're kind of geared a little bit differently than, you know, your sport bikes or your super sports. So I chose this over anything else. This has got a lot of acceleration to it, and it gets up, I've had it up to about 165. For being an 02 and being a gsxr, it's really not a bad bike. I can't complain with it at all. And Mr. Policeman, don't turn around on me because I'm not doing anything wrong. When I got it, it had 18,000 some odd miles. I put, it's up to 25,655. So I've put a little bit of miles on it. I haven't really taken it very far. That's been my daily driver. Now, it's not the fastest bike out there, don't get me wrong. There's definitely a lot of other 600s out there that will smoke this thing. If you watch the video with tight turns and when I went into the mountains with the guys I seen riding around, they smoked me. At one point in time, the 750 I was going 140 and the 750 passed me by like I was just standing still. That's the reason why I chose this bike over like a cruiser or an enduro, is the aesthetics of it, the way it looks, and how it rides. I like that slick look. And with the cruiser, you got your big ass windshield in front of you, and it's got a hell of a lot of resistance. Yeah, it's got a lot of power, but it, you know, it's bulky. It's not very good with the aerodynamics. And with an enduro, you know, your gearing's a little bit different, and you might get an acceleration in the beginning, but you're not going to get up to top speed as fast. A lot of the reason why I got into riding sport bikes and stuff was because, you know, I watched a lot of MotoGP, and I wanted to learn how to do them turns. I wanted to learn how to get down. Don't get me wrong, I'm no street Rossi. It's just something about having that freedom of getting that low to the ground in a turn and you know, defying what everybody else does. You know, everybody else can get in a car and, you know, go 200 miles an hour, but they can't really experience the same feelings that we get whenever we ride. So that was the big reason why I got into riding. Man, today's a good day to ride. It's got a nice cool breeze in the air. It's not burning up. It's not muggy. It is perfect to ride. Look, a little ray of sunshine right here. Ah! Now this bike has been lowered. I forget how much I lowered it whenever I got it lowered. When I got the bike, that's when I had it. That's when I did it. I wasn't comfortable with the bike at first. I don't know how the newer models are, but this bike, it's got a wide seat to it, and it's just enough to like rack your balls. And I wasn't really comfortable, and I wanted a full foot plant. Looking back now, I wish I would have left it at stock height, because it kind of screws me in the turns. I can get over and I can straight peg and stuff, but it wouldn't be as good as if it was stock height, or at least just a little bit higher. But that's just my preference. I mean, I don't know what you guys are into. I was never into the cruiser style. You know, maybe the bobber. I really like the bobbers. The bobbers are cool. And like, do it with Dan's rebuild series, like where he builds his stuff up from scratch. That new bike that he just built, that looks good. Even the Magna looks really good. I really like that. I like his handlebars, and I like the way it sounds and stuff like that. But I'm more towards the super sports and the sport bikes than anything. The pros and cons of a sports bike that I've seen anyway, that I've kind of experienced, is there's a hell of a pain in your neck whenever you ride long distances. That and your ass hurts like hell. Other than that, I can't really say anything wrong with the bike. I mean, you're squinched up, but it's not so uncomfortable that it kills you. Fuck you. Fucking dick. Stupid motherfuckers. Like, he seen me coming. What's up, Sheriff? Damn, there's a lot of cops out today. Apparently last night there was a high-speed chase up on the interstate, so I think they're out profiling. What are your guys' favorite bikes? I want to know. Mine is the ZX10 and the BMW S1000RR. Those two bikes are just, I don't know, they do something to me. And if you did get a first bike, what would be your pick? What would be your go-to? Would you go for like a super sport, or, you know, a cruiser? And why? Oh, one thing I did see was that the people that are subscribed to me, there are some of you that I can't see. So I can't really say, hey, you won, or whatever with the giveaway that I'm doing for 100 subs. As soon as we hit 100 subs, I'm gonna pick somebody at random. And it'll be, they got like random number generators on your phone. So I think what I'm gonna do is pick 1 to 100, and the only way you're going to be able to win is if I can see who you are to let you know. There are some of you that I can't see, so you guys got to either set it to where I can see it, or, you know, just let me know below. Man, that would be a hell of a sleigh riding hill. Especially if you hit all that. You hit that jump. I don't know, guys. I really want a ZX10. I think I might step away from the gsxr life for a little bit whenever I get the chance to get one. But then again, I gotta worry about if I get a ZX10, is it gonna be as good in the mountains as this thing? And I'm pretty sure it's all in how you ride and your skill level and whatnot. But I do know that weight makes a little bit of a difference in the turns. And there's a lot of things that I've picked up and put down, but motorcycles, riding a bike has just been one of those things that stuck. Riding a bike was just one of those bugs that I got bit by and I couldn't get rid of. It's also nice to know that your bike can win a foot race with just about any car. So those are some of the major reasons why I got a sports bike over a cruiser. I just find it to be a little bit more fun. But like I said, there are pros and cons with all of them. And at least when I sit here now, my sack ain't plain baked potato. Now I gotta pay attention behind me and make sure I don't die sitting on a hill. You know what's funny? All that is my town. All of that. Just this little area. You want to talk about small towns? You can see everything from here. Alright guys, that's where this video is going to end. You guys have been all that. I appreciate what you're doing. Drop a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. But as always, stay metal and have a good day. Peace, guys.